Okay, y'all, good morning, Monday morning, man, Monday morning. So, the games begin. The customer games begin. So, y'all know, any of you guys have been watching the channel, y'all know I do the $1 Million Street, what I've termed it, the $1 Million Street. Y'all know I do that 4 over there, and one owner owns 2 of the properties. So, and they're like 4 or 5 acres each. And there's a lot on them. So we haven't been over there this year. I've been doing 2 of them at the entrance for about 10 years now, and I picked up 2 more in there that are owned by the same person about 3 years ago. And usually after everything gets going good, it's all good. But usually in the very beginning, the guy that owns the 2 properties over there, his family lives in both of them. He's real evasive about, well, number one, doing the lawn and the lawn care that's not important to him. He could care less if that damn grass gets knee high. So, I don't know if he can make it. Can you make it? Come on with it. He didn't make it. So, they don't really care if it gets knee high. I mean, and you know, I've had problems with them over the years of them, you know, playing games with the timing. You know, we talk about that all the time. But in the beginning of the season, you know, well, number one reason why he don't want me to start, or he's being evasive, is he don't want to pay. And I gotta say, this is probably the wealthiest customer that I have. It gotta be. They gotta be. And their properties, got 2 properties there, and they're freaking, you know, 4 or 5 acres each. So it ain't like something you could just, you know, pencil in, right? And to make money at it. I gotta be able to plan. So those 2 folks that didn't, those 2 properties we're not even gonna do today, because I've been trying to contact them for the week, and I texted the wife, and she's real nice. They're real nice. I mean, you know, it is what it is. The wife's really friendly, and you know, I texted her last week, said, hey, we're going to be over there, blah blah blah, to do the other 2 at the entrance. So, are y'all on board this season, or what? And she said, well, you're going to talk to my husband about that. And I was like, no problem. Because at first she was the contact, so I texted her husband. You know, he's some big wig at some record label or some shit, I don't know. And he never responded. That was last Wednesday. So they were tentatively on the schedule for Friday, but I knew I could move them around a little bit, trying to make sure that I could do all 4 of them down here instead of just 1. I mean, instead of just 2. It affects the bottom line, you know. And I think that we'll get those 2 properties, but we're not doing them today because they were very evasive. So last night I was texting her, and I was saying, so we're over there today. Do you want us to do the properties? So you're going to talk to my husband about that. I said I did. I texted him, and he hasn't responded. And she never said anything back, and he hasn't responded. Still hasn't responded. So what does that mean? That means that a big chunk of the day, and that's why Jared's not out here, because of the customer not, you know, responding when I know they're gonna respond eventually, you know. But these are the type of people that when I'm over here doing the other ones, I try to plan my day. I got the gospel printed out, and everything that I need to do today is in this paper, on this paper. So they're the type that will be leaving. They'll see my truck at the entrance, or you know, our truck's there, and she'll pull up and say, hey, are you gonna cut ours today too? And we're talking about you know, well, 10 acres and a lot of detail, especially on the first cut. See, they're not putting me in a scenario to win. No matter what if they come up to me today, I'm not doing their properties no matter what. I don't have time, because I've had to, because of their games, not because of my games. I don't have time So I don't have the young man out here. I would need him out here, and I need a third person to weed eat more, because there's a lot of weed eating, and also run a mower. You know, y'all been out here to these properties a million times, so it ain't like I told a young man, hey man, they're not responding to me, man. They're not returning the texts, or if they are, it's what we deal with my husband, blah 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 blah. I don't know, man. It's a very lucrative properties, but the bad thing is this situation right here in the beginning. But they're not gonna, you know, last year I went through the same thing. I had to just about threaten them that I wasn't gonna do it if I can't do it every 2 weeks. So they always paid, and you know, their bark might be louder than their bite, but at the end of the day, we go from, you know, doing 2 properties to 4 properties, and the 2 that we're not doing pay more. So yeah, just, I don't know, man. It's just some of the things that you go through out here in the beginning of the season. I need to know if these guys are going to be on board this year or not. If not, if they're not going to be on board, cool. I just need to know. Just playing games with me and not returning calls or text messages, all you got to do is say, no, not this time. Or say, oh, we got somebody else. Or say, but see, I know they ain't got nobody else. Again, I know my worth, and I know the value I bring. And with one of the properties over there that he owns, his relatives live in there, and I'm good with all of them. And his mom and all of them, they really like Ray. Now, you know, I know I'm likable more times, sometimes I'm not, but she really likes, you know, she's very comfortable with me doing the properties, and you know, and all the little things that I'll do extra for her. Oh shit. Don't hit me, dude. Damn. That's a hell of a truck. Good Lord. But that's a problem for us, man. You know. And if they wait too long, you know, I'll give them a pass on this one, because I know that the Bermuda grass really ain't started growing and all that. But once we roll into you know, mid-April, you know, late April, they're going to have to get on board, or they're not. And then once I skip it a couple times and I'm doing the other ones, then I'm not going to want to do it for the same money. See, right now they can get on board for the same money. I'm not trying to go up on them. I'm not trying to you know, I went up on the 2 at the entrance, but I wasn't trying to go up on those 2 that this guy owns. I wasn't trying to go up on them because it pays pretty good, as long as, you know, you can, you know, do some preventable stuff like spraying and stuff like that. And they're not real particular. Again, the property grass is just not that important to them. You know, it's got to be, yeah, it's got to be really bad for them to call me or to want me to do it. Now, after, like I said, after we get started in the season, then they'll do it every 2 weeks, but it's begrudgingly. And then once we get started in the season, I don't even, they know it's every other Friday, and then I just invoice, I Zelle the owner, and he always pays. So, you know, but right now, I'm not doing the properties until we have, you know, and they ain't gonna be able to come up to me today and say, hey, can you do ours today too? And I'm gonna be like, no, I can't. You know, I know they're gonna, I know they need it. You know, I know they do. They ain't been done in 4 months. So I had a guy come in the comments the other day when I was talking about, you know, saving the other mower, my new Exmark, you know, saving it for when we need it. Well, my thinking, he was saying, well, that's backwards. You need to go on and use the new one, because of warranty or whatever. And I disagree with that, really, because if I got mowers that aren't new and they're doing the job, then I can save the hours on the new mower until those older mowers need it. And as far as warranty goes, well, there's like 1,000-hour warranty on that Exmark. So the warranty is dictated by the hours and or the years. I want to say I want to say it's 2 years, 1,000 hours, or something like that warranty on the Exmark mower, on the new Exmark mower. So the warranty's fine, and I've never really had to take an Exmark in for warranty work other than that Kohler engine on that surging one. It's the only warranty work that I've ever had on all the Cowie engines. I've never had any issues with any of them. Now we got an issue now, but on that one. But if it's under warranty or not, I'm gonna get it fixed. I mean, we're talking about a $150 fix, so that's not going to stop me from, or make me use a different mower because of the warranty. I like saving the, I like using the mowers I got, and let's go on and just use them and save the hours on the newer machines if we can, especially during the winter and the fall cleanup. I mean, the winter and the spring cleanups and stuff, because that's usually the roughest on the mowers, right? And I don't want to tear nothing up on the new mower, and I want to know that I got a dependable, reliable mower, big boy mower, that's under warranty, that's brand new with less than 200 hours on it, and it's safe and sound. And so if I have mower problems, I know that I got that. You never know about the other mowers, the ones that's got 2,500 hours on it. You don't know if that sucker's going to break down tomorrow. You never know. So, but if it's going to break down, let's go on and let it break down. I want to know, and then we'll address whatever it is. Today is the first day this year that I brought out the new mower. I say new, like I said, it's about 150 hours on it. But one guy was coming in the comments saying I'm doing it backwards or whatever. I still didn't really understand what he was saying, but everybody does things a little bit different. If I got a new mower under warranty, and I got 3 other mowers that are, more than 1,500 hours on them or whatever, I'm going to keep using the 3 other mowers, and let's just save that damn one that's brand new under warranty. Let's just save it until we actually have to have it. And when I said save it, I wasn't talking about saving it for this season. I was talking about saving it until we need it, this season. I never had any intention of not using that mower all season. I mean, I knew that wasn't going to happen. But in the initial cleanups and stuff, if I can use the surging mower for all the rough cleanup stuff, then that's the best thing to do. Why put my brand new mower in shit that I don't have to? I don't know what. I don't really understand. Maybe he's got a point. But I didn't get it. I don't know. So, but today it's me and Toby. He's behind me in the other truck. I'm going to show him. We're going to do one residential property real quick that we haven't been to. It's probably going to be pretty bad. And I'm charging him more today than normal, so we'll do that. And then we're going to go out and do the 2 on the $1 Million Street. And then I got 2 more properties to go look at. One of them's a commercial cleanup over here. It's not far from. It's not far from here. And then there's another property in Sharpsburg where the owner of the Mexican restaurant has his own personal property. He wants somebody to do that property too. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, y'all. So y'all know that this is the first cut over here, and y'all see this area, this back area down here where I ain't cut at, and then on the other side of that wall. I told him, I said, dude, give me $80 and I'll go on and cut it today. And he said, well, I'd rather wait. I'm like, okay. But last year I charged him $190 to cut it. So this is just not smart of them to not go on and let me cut it now. You know, we got time, it ain't real hot, and it's definitely growing. So sometimes the customers, they shoot their own self in the foot, man. $80 to cut all of this on this side of the wall and on the other side of the wall down to the pond. That's a deal, man. Because I'm going to want a lot more than that as it grows. So, yeah. Okay, we got that one done. Like I said out there on the other cameraman, he should have went on and let me cut that back piece, man, for 80. But you know, I mean, I would have done it all day long if I'd have been them. But last year I charged them like $190 or something like that. It was a lot, but it was bad too. So see, if we go on and cut it now, then shoot, it'll be July before they have to cut it again. You know, they don't want to stay up on it. They just want to, you know, that's cool. I charge more for that, man. So now we're headed over to the $1 Million Street. See if I got anything I missed. Of course, I got missed phone calls and voicemails and text messages. Everybody's starting to, you know, well, they're more than just starting, rolling. So now we're just going over here to do these two big ones, man. And I'm gonna pull off of here and go look at another job, another commercial site that's not far from here. So. Okay, y'all. So I'm over here. This one, he's wrapping up the other one, just blowing it off. So I just wanted to show y'all one thing, and you guys have been doing this for a long time, but I've had guys that come out here and work for me. They'll be on a mower and they'll be cutting this, and they'll be going from like there, you know, all the way across to the wood line and then back. But what they're doing is they're going over this ditch like that every time. What I do is I have to get on to Zach every time I come over here, because he just couldn't understand the concept of that. So what I do is I make this a piece, right, and then I make that a piece. See, I don't go back and forth over that ditch. That's not good mowing technique. But so I ride one side of the ditch, turn around and ride the other side of the ditch, done with the ditch, and now this is a piece and this is a piece. I'm gonna go and cut this piece first, and yeah, we got a lot to cut still. So yeah. So I'm leaving Toby over here. I'm gonna leave him over here, and he can wrap this one up. I got a job to go look at. I got two to go look at, actually. And see, the good thing about having him over here is I ain't got to worry about him missing nothing, because he's very thorough, man. That's what experience gets you. Okay, so I just pulled up over here. This new site. I think we're going to be maintaining it too. I'm not 100% sure, but I know one of my customer bought it, and it's pretty bad. You're gonna have to spend on this, man. This is not gonna be something. This is not gonna be something I really. Okay, so I'm over here. This is the job he wants me to clean up and probably maintain it. Y'all can see it goes out to the corner there. Grass needs cutting. This tree needs trimming. He said he wants the full works over here. So let's walk around. So this is the building here. I don't normally like to do jobs like this, because, well, there's a lot of reasons why, but as long as it pays good, I can deal with it. So yeah, so y'all see the grass right there, those 2 crepe myrtles right there. Not a lot around the actual building itself. Now that's not the walkway. That walkway is for the donation center right there. Don't bring Bo over here. That's where he'd be hanging out at. It just needs a complete freaking overhaul. I mean, dude, this is terrible. And I know the owner, he's not going to want to spend like I need to make over here. Just get it. Let's get it in order, and then we can talk about, you know, maintaining it. What's he want to do in the front here? You know, did you want to keep the beds? You gotta get all that tight. All this stuff right here, I'm not sure exactly what. So we'll be maintaining all this. And then here comes the kicker right here. Look. This is what he was saying that was the worst thing about the place was these bushes here. Bushes, whatever you want to call them. I know the name of them, but I can't think of it right now. He's on the fence about pulling them out or just cutting them down. You cut them down though, or pull them out. What are you going to do with everything? Can we stash stuff in the woods over there? That's not his property. So it looks like you're going to have to haul everything out of here. Wow. They need cutting way back. And these things right here, y'all, they grow really fast. I don't know what they're called. Somebody would know. Wow. So you need a dump trailer over here. Yeah, you gotta have a place to put all this stuff, man. The dump's not far from here, so that's a plus. It's only about 5 minutes away. So they want all this cut down, or man, what a mess. It's a mess over here for sure, y'all. Y'all see that door right there? Look how, wow. Another door right here. Damn, man. So y'all can see how, yeah, in your face all this is. So, yeah, man. And if you cut these way back, they're gonna look terrible. I don't know what kind of money he's talking about spending, but I'm that dude that want to pull these out. You got all that frontage up there too. That sign right there. Looks like they tried to throw mulch and stuff in here. And of course all the weeds and stuff, the cracks in the driveway. If I'm him, I'd just make this butt naked and then put some little easy stuff to maintain in there. That looks like crap right there, man. It's hard to make that stuff look nice, man, without spending a bunch of time. You gotta weigh the time that it takes to do stuff versus what the people are willing to pay and versus what you really want to do. This is not something I really want to do. But if the money's right, then I'll do it. But it ain't my, you know, this ain't my dream job here. I hate being around all the traffic too, even though it doesn't really affect me. But the biggest thing is, I know the owner doesn't really want to spend like I'm probably going to want him to spend. He's going to want to half-ass do shit, and it's going to make it harder for me. So I'll get home and put a number together for him, you know. But this ain't gonna be no shit. This is a freaking 2-day job right here. Okay, so I got my Sammy. We got done with what we need to get done with today. Not a big profitable day, but we're getting, the grind is, you know, slowly but surely happening, right? We're just trying to, you know, make sure that we in the best scenario to win. So get the yards done, the first cut, assess who's gonna still be here, you know, as far as what customers are coming back. As far as I know, the retention is like 98%. I mean, I've only lost a few, and those are the ones that I wanted to get rid of. So let's kind of, again, there's not as much money in it right now as there will be because of the routing and me having two new guys out here. And I got to get some of the other little jobs out of the way, like that rock job. You know, she's pretty insistent on doing it. That's a perfect job for the young man to work on. I don't know, man. We'll strap it up. We'll strap up, man. The season's coming now, for sure. Strap up. He backed the truck up in there and everything. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I ain't never had a guy to work for me to back a truck up like where it goes. Never. He done backed the truck up in there, man. Man, most of these guys that I've had out here, they don't know how to back up a trailer. I don't know, man, if I want to do that rock job tomorrow or not, man. We need to go and do it if we're gonna do it, man. Got all these customers calling me about lawns, man. Who wants to mess with rock when I can freaking cut grass? Cutting grass is with where, you know, my machines and everything. That's the lucrative as hell, man, because all my shit's paid for. You know. Some people say that mowing grass there ain't no money in mowing grass. Well, there ain't if you got a damn mower payment. Well, there ain't as much if you got a mower payment. But I ain't got a mower. You know, I mean, I'm gonna have to figure some shit out. I gotta get in the house and chill, eat my sandwich, and just look at the scheduling and check all my emails. I got a bunch of them, man. I got like 8 texts and 4 emails. And then some Facebook messages too, man. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Y'all know what it is. Deuces.